Hi, if you're finding it difficult to begin or start whatever it is that you want to do, then this video is for you. Perhaps your biggest barrier is the fear of failure. Well, I can assure you, you're not alone. The truth is, if we simply never gave up, we all will eventually be successful. Now, here are a few things to consider as we begin our journey of significance. The first thing is, the pressure of all the huge successes that we see on media does tend to leave us with the impression that we must be perfect or that everything must be in place before we get started. Well, this isn't true. What tends to happen is we never see or notice these businesses or these now successful people when they started with humble beginnings. However, now that they are being celebrated, we've now noticed them. This leaves us with the false impression that in order to be successful, we must be perfect. Once you're able to get rid of this false impression, this wrong perspective, you'll find that you now get comfortable with the truth and the idea that every good thing is usually a result of multiple failed attempts at the start. So the earlier you start failing, the sooner you're going to get to where it is that you want to get to. The second thing that we must realize is that the longer it takes us to start, the more intense the pressure of the fear of failure gets empowered and builds up on us. So it's important that whilst the stakes are still relatively small, that we get on with it. So we want to start the process of failing and perfecting our craft whilst the stakes are small. The third thing that we must come to believe and we must come to realize is that there is something that I like to refer to as divine providence. Now, most people call this the laws of attraction. It doesn't really matter what you call it. What's important is that you do realize it and you do understand it. Now, what this simply means is that God, our creator, does play an active role in everything that his creation does. So if we simply did what we can with what we have and start with where we are, we will find that every requisite resource that we need to complete our project, God begins to provide for us. The last thing that we must realize or come to terms with is that it's impossible to stay a ship that's standing still. You see, until we begin to move, until we get on with the project, we never really see all the opportunities or all the dangers out there. But once we've started moving, these things start becoming clearer and clearer as we go, as we move on. See, we cannot begin to make corrective actions or take corrective steps until our journey has begun. So why not begin and start perfecting your craft as you go on? Remember that there is a generation out there that's counting on you. If you did enjoy this video, then please like and share it. It just might be what someone needs to hear.